Okay. So good morning, everyone. So last class we had seen regarding how we can change the scaling functions or by changing the shape of membership function. Okay. How we can tune the values and then get to the final answer. Now, in order to change the membership function, there is one more method that is called as gradient descent method. Okay. So membership function tuning. Okay, everyone, please listen. Do not copy anything. I will provide you the notes for this thing. Okay. Now, what exactly we want to do? Fine. We want to change the membership. See, membership function tuning. So I hope everybody has understood the concept that now we are going to tune the parameters. In the previous case, what we had done, we had changed the scaling function. So earlier it was 0.0025, then we sorry 0.005, and then the next step it was taken to 0.0025, because of which the rule execution got changed. Okay, and that is what was done in the change in the what we can say in the previous part. The next part is nothing but membership function only. So let us say that there is a triangular function. So either will change that what we can say the endpoints, uska dimension change karo, some changes we will do such that the rule or the answer should be changed. Okay, so now that is what we call as a membership function tuning. Now, membership function tuning is that thing, but we are using a method called as a gradient descent method or gradient descent algorithm. Okay, have you heard that word gradient? What is gradient? Tell me. ट्रेन्स के लिए यूज होता है वो बेसिकली ग्रेडियंट वर्ड अप ग्रेडियंट डाउन ग्रेडियंट करके ग्रेडियंट इज बेसिकली if the or some let us say that you are climbing a hill, okay, so that inclination what you are climbing is called as a gradient. So if you just take that angle, so that is what we can say that's the total gradient. So that is what when you are climbing up it is called as an up gradient, when you are going down it is called as a down gradient. Fine. So gradient, now in this case they are just told it as a gradient descent. Descent is decreasing, so it is always a down gradient type of method. The algorithm name is a gradient descent algorithm. Okay, gradient descent algorithm basically stands for an algorithm whose value goes on decreasing. Okay, for example, you are plotting error versus number of iterations. So first iteration the error will be high, second iteration it will coming down, third, fourth, fifth, and then it goes on becoming constant. So what we are doing, down gradient hai ye. So gradient descent is decreasing. So our method is such that it goes on decreasing the value of the error such a way that you get the answer within few of the iterations, and then what is the final answer is when it remains constant, beyond which the error cannot be changed. Okay, so that is what is a gradient descent method. Now what we are going to study here, okay, there is a overview. What we can say is they have just told you an algorithm there, but in order to support that algorithm there are some examples which they have taken. Okay, so I'll just go ahead with some things. Now, this is an optimization technique, as I told you. Optimization technique is what? It is not going to give you either the higher value nor the lower value. Optimum values are what? Yes. What is an optimum value? Now, let us say error. You want to decrease the error. Or let us say efficiency. What is the maximum efficiency? 100%. What is the minimum efficiency? Okay, 0. What is the optimum efficiency? Optimum. Do you think that you can get 100% efficiency? Curve ke hisab se. Go on. Let's say you are plotting efficiency versus iteration. First iteration you get some value. You are increasing the load and you are finding the efficiency. First iteration you get an efficiency. Then it goes on increasing. Then it remains, it reaches a particular point, and then what happens? Again it starts coming down. So now that efficiency is what? That is an optimum value, beyond which the value goes on decreasing. Before that also the value is lower. Okay, you are not going to achieve a higher value above that. So that point, what we are saying, is nothing but the optimum point. Clear? So this is an optimization technique. This was developed by Nomar, a scientist from some European university. Okay, so he had developed that technique called as a gradient descent technique or gradient descent algorithm. So basically that algorithm says that first you are just going to have an error, then update the values and all those things are there. But before going to that algorithm, let us just study what exactly they are going to do in that algorithm, and then we'll go ahead with the actual algorithm part. Is it clear, everyone? Fine. Now, so if I just take an example that if x1 is x2 is lx2 of 1, xm is okay. Let us say that we have one example. Instead of that a and b, we have just used lx, lx1, lx2 and all those things. So now you can see if x1 is lx1, and that is nothing but if x1 is a, x2 is b, x3 is c, so on up to a, then y is d, something like that. Okay. So what we have taken here is if x1 is lx1 and x2 is lx2, so on up to xm is lxm, then, sorry, this is not 1, this is I. In general, we'll write first iteration, first iteration I is equal to 1, second iteration I becomes 2, third iteration I becomes 3. So in that case, then u is equal to lu of I. In this case, there are n number of antecedents and then there is a consequence. Okay, so what we can say here is lx is u. So rule consequence. Fine. Just understand what is written there. I'll just link it to you people how exactly it has been done later. So one example has been taken. There is one rule which is getting executed. Now why we have taken this rule? Okay. Out of all the rules, one rule gets executed. Okay. There are n number of input parameters and then there is one output parameter. Okay. For example, if I just take speed control of a DC motor, then I have voltage is there, current is there, then we can say that flux is there. So n number of parameters we can consider. But my output is always speed, let us say. So that is what we have taken. There are n number of input parameters and then there is one output. This is the rule which is getting executed. Now when you execute this rule, what you get? You get a result. So you get an output. This output, what you are going to do is going to be sent to the defuzzification part. After defuzzification, what you are going to get? You are going to get one single output. That is nothing but an error, what you get. That error will be compared with the reference error. So that you will get an error. So that error will be compared with the reference error, right? Now, if the error which you are getting, let us say that reference error required is maximum reference error. Okay, they have some tolerance band, is something around 1% ka error hai, reference. And the actual error is also 1%. What will happen? It will come out of the loop. But let us say the error is now 5%. What it should do? It will go on tuning the values now, membership function tuning. So shape of membership function रहेगा, उसमें values change करेंगे वो. After that, what will happen? Again, it will execute the rule, new rule. After that, again, it will get a new error. That error will be again compared with the previous. So change in the error आता है वहां पे. So that error will be compared now. That error again will be checked if it is within the band. If it is within the band, fine. Else, again go to next iteration. Again change the value of your those parameters. Okay. So that is what we are going to do now. So this is what is the equation, or what you can say the rule which is getting executed has been taken. So this is the antecedent part. Lx is an antecedent part, and Lu is nothing but the consequent part. Okay. Where another thing what we can say is x1, x2, xm are nothing but input parameters. Okay, so these are the input parameters. 1, 2, 3, all those things are input parameters. And then u is what? Output parameter. So these are the basic things what has been given in the equation, or what, sorry, in the rule now. Rule antecedent, rule consequent, what are the input parameters, what are the output parameters. Now, before executing this rule, we should have the membership. See, what we are talking is we are going to tune the membership function, right? So we should have a membership function. So in order to have a membership function, what they have done is they have taken one example now. Let now shapes of membership functions yaad hai? So what they have done is, with respect to our requirements, they have formed one equation. One example has been taken. This is not the only equation which we can take. Just an example which has been taken, which says that what is our Lx is an antecedent part, which is related to our input side. Okay. So for that Lx, we should have a membership function. Okay. With respect to the input parameters now. So go on substituting these values, then you get a shape of membership function. So what shape of membership function they are going to get is a triangular form. So this is nothing but your mu of x, so u of x. Okay, fine. U of x. And then this is nothing but your x of j. Is it visible, right? A of ij, b of ij. So when I substitute the values and all those things here, a of ij, b of ij ke liye, so that time I will go on getting that shape. Okay. So with respect to our input, we have formed a membership functions now. So it is a similar thing what block diagram we have done now. Okay. What we are doing is, first we have formed the input and output parameters. Term settings करके लिया. Term settings के बाद क्या किया हम लोगों ने? We have to form fuzzification. Fuzzification करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा हम लोगों को? पहले shape of membership function चाहिए. For that thing we have to choose an equation which will give us that triangular function, trapezoidal, whatever it might be. So they have chosen a function, this, which is going to give you that results. Okay. So this is nothing but your fuzzification part. So these are nothing but the crisp values associated with it becomes your actual values. So this is, let us say, 1, and this is 0.5. This is with respect to the input part. Clear? Similarly, we will be having an equation for output also. Okay, fuzzification is done for both input as well as output. Just an example to make you understand how. For this equation, this is nothing but the input equation, which is giving that shape. Okay. Similarly, we will be having one more equation, which is nothing but for our output. Okay, that is not required. Output is also again a triangular function only. Now, output is not that much mattered because we are going to change the parameters from our input side. Understand? Output का domain change नहीं करना है हमको. हमको क्या करना है? We want to change our shape of membership function, or we want to tune our input membership function so that our output is proper. ठीक है? We are never changing, much of the time we are never changing output side. We always tune the parameters at the input side. So we have an input parameter, we have output parameters. So you always do whatever you want to do at the input side, not at the output side. Okay, because you changed anything at the output side, entire thing goes on changing. यहाँ पे कुछ भी हो फर्क नहीं. See, this is the most, output is the most important part there. So you change something here such that you get a proper output at the next phase. Now this is nothing but our entire thing. Now fuzzification हो गया. Yes, we have an equation. What is the next thing what we need to do? Yes, please interact, huh? Or else, see, what I am trying to tell you is something from the book, which even if you try to read 10 times, you will not understand. Okay? They have written in such a worst language, not worst language, that is a very high level language, which is which requires you to understand the concept very well. Then only you can go ahead with it. Fine. So, but we'll just form the structure now. We have done no, this thing, crisp value is there. Then we have done our term settings. Then we have done our equation, which is giving our membership function. So fuzzification कर दिया है. We have our rule also now. Clear? What is remaining now? There. Defuzzification बाद में आएगा ना. उसके पहले क्या है? Inference engine. What we do in inference engine? Rule based रहता है. सब रहता है वहां पे. Rule is there अपने पास. और एक क्या होता है? Calculations, right? What kind of calculation we do here? क्या पढ़ा था हम लोगों ने यूनिट नंबर 2 and 3 में? What kind of problems we have solved? Composition, max-min composition, right? So what, before going to defuzzification के पास क्या जाएगा? Max-min composition करने के बाद जो final output बचा रहता है वो defuzzification को जाता है. But the heart of the system is what? Inference engine, wherein they go on calculating that all the matrix, whatever we have solved, using our max-min composition and all those things. So what we are going to do here is, using our max-min composition, so we have a shape, okay, we have all the parameters now, fuzzy sets are there, input ke sets hai. So we have all the parameters. From that what we are going to do, we are going to find out an output, that is a relation R, okay, for all our input parameters. So if then statement hai na apne paas, for this if then statement I have to form a equation. So if then का equation क्या आता है? A cross B union A bar cross Y. But यहाँ पे n number of things है. So उसके हिसाब से हम लोगों को AND operation है हर एक में. So all the inputs have to be first perform an AND operation. Then you get the one fuzzy set. उसके ऊपर we have to perform the if then statement. That is A cross B union A bar cross Y. Or if it is an if then else, A cross B union A bar cross C. After doing that thing, so what we are going to do next is, so so output, okay, so what we are trying to tell you here is, the output is first, that is rule is been executed, if then rule is executed, then we perform the composition operation. A new antecedent is introduced and all such kind of things are there. So we also perform max-min compositions also, and then we get a output for, that is nothing but a relation R, or what we can say U. एक output U मिलेगा तुम्हें, which is nothing but a fuzzy set. ठीक है? Now this is nothing but your fuzzy set, which is going to go for defuzzification block. Now what we do in defuzzification, we convert this fuzzy set into a single value, which is nothing but our crisp output. So we can use any of the method. Let us say COG method. So center of gravity method has been used. That is nothing but your U star is equal to integration of I is equal to 1 to n mu of U into U dz. We have used U, right? If we had used Z, it would have been mu Z. ठीक है? So only thing is difference is U. अगर Z करना है तो Z करके use कर सकते हो. Same formula. Integration of mu of Z into Z dz divided by integration of mu of Z into dz. ठीक है? So this is what we have taken. From this you get one single output. That is nothing but U star. Is it clear everyone till now what we have done? Now this U star can be either error or anything. We are just talking in terms of general terms now. Error मिल गया हम लोगों को. Is it clear everyone? So from here we get errors. Yes, any difficulty? Yes. Which one? Du, sorry. Okay, yes, correct. Because we are integrating it with respect to z, sorry, u, right? So it has to be with respect to u. If you are taking z, you take it by z. Fine. Clear till this part? Fine. We'll move ahead now. Now the main part of gradient descent starts here. Now you have got the error. What is the next step? Tell me. See, gradient descent is not a big, ऐसा कुछ बड़ा एल्गोरिथम नहीं है. Gradient descent का मीनिंग क्या है? पहले हमें error मिल गया. This error has to be compared with something. So next iteration, what is our requirement? The error should go on decreasing. Yes or no? So that is what? So that descent method है वो. Gradient, up gradient से हम लोग ऊपर थे. We are going to come down. So that is what is a down gradient. Down gradient को in some different terminologies they are saying it as a gradient descent बोल रहे हैं उसको. So first error हम लोगों को यहाँ पे मिल गया अभी. Clear? Next step क्या होना चाहिए? We are comparing it with the reference value, right? So the next part is, let us just say that objective function. Okay. Now, what we are going to do here is, we have got an error. When we are talking in terms of algorithm, we are talking in terms of, or optimization techniques, we say it as an objective function. What is our objective? Objective is to decrease the error. Yes or no? So error ka equation becomes our objective function now. So error is nothing but my objective function. Objective function can be either incremental functions or decremental functions. Okay. So that means what? Some of the, now in our case, error should be what? Decreasing only. So that is why it is called as a decremental functions. But if you want percentage, okay, efficiency. Percentage efficiency should be what? Your objective function is incremental function now. Okay. So depending upon our requirement, whether you want to go in the downward direction or upward direction, it becomes either an incremental function or a decremental function. So E is my objective function whose requirement is to decrease the value. Clear? So now this is nothing but E is square of error. Square of example, just. They have just taken an example where E is an error. Instead of saying error, it is a square of error what they are saying. And the equation which they have used here is E is equal to 1 by 2 got it? What is U? We have used U there, right? So we have to use U only now. So total error जो हम लोग find out कर रहे हैं, that is nothing but U minus, that is actual minus reference, or reference minus actual, whatever you do, whichever is the possibility. So we are taking the difference. Okay? Instead of this, you can even take mod so that it can become always positive only. Divide by 2. Some equation they have taken so that it becomes a proper value. This is also not required. You can even take E is equal to U minus UR also. Okay? But the textbook example what they have taken is 1 by 2 in brackets U minus UR. So this is nothing but my error. Clear? Now, the next part. Depending upon the value of E के ऊपर KP, KD, KI are varied. Okay? Depending upon the value of E, केपी केडी के आई के वैल्यूज चेंज किए जाते हैं, बट ये डायरेक्टली चेंज नहीं होता. फाइन. इन ऑर्डर टू चेंज देम वी रिक्वायर टू चेंज अवर शेप ऑफ मेंबरशिप फंक्शन. ओके, यू कैनॉट डायरेक्टली वेरी द वैल्यू ऑफ केपी केडी के आई, क्योंकि केपी केडी के आई के वैल्यूज हमारे पास डायरेक्टली नहीं है, मेंबरशिप फंक्शन नहीं है उसका कुछ. इन ऑर्डर टू चेंज दैट थिंग we need to change the value of our this thing, because our title says that we are tuning the membership function right now. So we have calculated the error now. Our error says that it is not within our tolerance band. So next step is what? It has to tune the membership function now. Tuning the membership function means either changing a of j, let us say a and b only right now. That I and j is nothing but your iteration and terms. Okay, so let us talk in terms of a and b only right now. So either I will change the value of a or will change the value of b. Means what? a को मैं शिफ्ट करता हूं यहां पे, तो क्या हो जाएगा, मेरा पीक यहां पे शिफ्ट हो जाएगा. So this becomes in this way. Got it? I will change this peak and I will get it here. A of ij value will change कर देंगे. After doing this thing, the entire process is repeated. Again, I will find out the error. If my error is within the tolerance band, well and fine, out of the loop. नहीं, तो क्या करेंगे? Again, it will move. Again, either in this direction or that direction, it will change a of ij. Or you can change b of ij. b of ij means what? ये जो पूरा लेंथ है ना, इसको चेंज कर देंगे. So let us say that this is 0 and this is 5. ठीक है? 0 and 5 की जगह क्या कर देंगे हम लोग? That range, what we were talking, right, low, medium, high ka, we are changing the range only now. So instead of 0, I will start it from 1 to 6 now. Will my rule change now? Output change ho jayega? So that is what. So depending upon my value of error, we need to take a decision, or computer will take a decision. That algorithm will be such that it will see which parameter has to be changed. Looping rahega. So if you change this thing, the entire answer changes drastically. If you change only this thing small slightly, the answer changes slightly. So if your error difference is small, there will be two loops. To change, if the difference is small, it will change a of ij. But if the difference is more, it will change b of ij. So that whichever is suitable, it will give you the proper answer. Clear? Fine. Next. So once this part is done, then depending upon the error and again, depending upon that thing, again the value of kp kd ki hai, because you have to, it is a PID function now we are taking. So you have to retune the value of kp kd ki hai. So depending upon that thing only, the kp kd ki hai values will be retuned, and then again it will go to the execution part. Again it will execute everything, find out a new error. If the error is proper, fine, or else again go to the third iteration. Clear? So this is what is nothing but the scenario till now. Clear, everyone? Fine. So error E of z u लेंगे, right? So that is what we were discussing. We get errors. So first iteration you will get an error, E of u. Second iteration you will get, third iteration, fourth. So n number of iteration it can go. So every iteration what we are getting is basically, so what we are doing is change in the error with respect to the output. So first iteration, what is the change? Second iteration, what is the change? Why minus n? Because we are taking it in the decremental order. ठीक है, हमारी इक्वेशन के हिसाब से it is u minus so actual minus reference. So reference is always a standard value. तुम्हें नेगेटिव आता जाएगा. So that consideration they have taken, and depending upon that thing, the value goes on into a negative direction. That's why it has been taken as minus. So change in the error with respect to the output in the first iteration. Next, change in the error in the output with respect, change in the error with the output in the second iteration. So this will go on up to a pth iteration till you get the final result. Okay, so this is how it has been represented. Now, the next part what we are going to do is, okay, now what we have written, I will just tell you. We get an error. So the basic concept is still the same only. We get an error, we have to check it with the reference and then go on change. Now, as I told you, the value of a of ij and b of ij has to be shifted, right? By what value? Okay, a of ij 0.1 से लेना है, 0.2 से लेना है. हाँ, but if you mention the step there, then it is not this thing, right? It is not artificial intelligence. It has to take the decision on its own that whether it has to move in steps of 1, 5, 2, 0.2, 0.5 in positive direction or negative direction. Everything has to be done by the system itself. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, first let us say that E of 1. So at first iteration, let us say that you have got, or not first iteration, some iteration you have got an error. Let us say first iteration now. E of u, diagram में देखा है वहाँ पे. E of u is nothing but the u1 is the error at the first iteration. Next, the second iteration, what you get? T plus 1. So T is the first iteration, T plus 1 is the next iteration now. What is the error? E of u2. So it has come down. No. Why that jump is from this to this? यहाँ पे भी आ सकता था ना वो. Who made that decision that it has to jump this thing? Okay. Now, that is what is the work of your this part. Clear? Zi of t plus 1, second iteration, t plus 1 के लिए हम लोग कर रहे हैं. This is what Zi of t, error in the previous iteration, minus change which has occurred. Change in the error with respect to the output. See, error is what? Reference value कितना है मेरा? Let us say 1. 1% is the reference value. My error is how much? 2%. Change कितना आ गया है? What is the change now? We are into some middle iterations, है ना? Change कितना आ गया? Previous iteration में let us say that it was 5. Percentage error was 5. Your reference required error is 1% maximum. Now you have got 2% error. So what is the change? 3% का change है. So that is what is the 3% change here. Now, this K, this will decide the step size. Okay, this will decide the step size. So change kitna, actual error minus the change which has occurred with that K. K is a constant. Okay. If you change the value of this constant, the step size also goes on changing. Now, the algorithm will change this k depending upon your all the parameters, that kp, kd, kik values, all those things will be taken care, and then it will change the value of this k such that the entire step will be done. So it will, from here it will come to this step. Then again it will jump here. Again it will jump here. Again. Now, when it will come out of the loop is, let us say this iteration and this iteration. Both the values are same. What will happen now? Change actual error, reference error, and change in the error is same. What is the net value? 0. So in that case, what happens? The net error is 0. Okay. In that case, if that remains in the tolerance band, it will come out of the loop and the entire system will be working as per the new set of values. Clear, everyone? This is what is the gradient descent algorithm. Any difficulty? Okay. How much time we took? 45 minutes. Okay. Just make a note of the algorithm. Huh? I will give you all the things. Share it on your WhatsApp. You can just go ahead with the understanding that concept. See, if you are able to understand that concept, right, then only you can write it. Huh? ये by heart करके नहीं होगा. Frankly, I will tell you, you cannot by heart this thing. You miss something, that steps are lost, link खत्म हो जाएगा उसका. We will be able to understand कि बाबा हाँ, you have missed that part, so उतना marks चला जाएगा तुम्हारा. So better is to understand. It is what we are doing is, it is just a flow chart. Huh? That block diagram what we had, that only we are doing. Only things, the few of the things, the error निकालने का, फिर compare करने का, those things have been added there. Clear? Just note down the algorithm. Okay, according to algorithm, let us just say, what you first do, you first execute the rules. We'll start from that point. So, rules are fired on the input data. Rules are fired on the input data to obtain the output. To obtain the output. To obtain the output u of I. This u1, u2, u3 है ना, इसमें I is equal to 1 to p. So what you can mention is, rules are fired on the input data to obtain the output u of I, comma, where I is equal to 1 to p. 1, 2, 3, 4, p. Second, next, UI is updated using equation number 1. Write down that equation. Huh? Don't mention directly equation number 1. Equation number 1. UI is updated using, that is, output is updated using equation number 1. Third point, rule firing is repeated using new values of u of I. Rule firing is repeated using new values of ui. Rule firing is repeated using new values of ui. Next, fourth, A of ij and B of ij are updated using the new values of ui. A of ij and B of ij are updated using new values of ui. error E is calculated. Next point, fifth point, that is error E is calculated. Error E is calculated. Sixth point, if change of error is small, then optimization is complete. If the change of error is small, then optimization technique is complete. Optimization technique is complete. Else, go to step number 1. Else, go to step number 1. If error is small, so if the change of the error is small, then the optimization is complete. Else, go to step number 1. Go to step number 1. ठीक है? So still 1, 2, 3. I require 1 hour additional. When we can go ahead? Well, I don't know whether you are going to come for the next class. That next class is on Monday. Next Monday. So let us just plan tomorrow or day after. Tomorrow we have, not during the regular hours, because regular hours we are using our this thing, open book test. Okay. When we can plan? Friday, Saturday. CAD class. What time it is there? Because 1 hour is sufficient for me to finish off, because that is all block diagram approach now. After that, the only thing is that you need to understand what exactly they are telling there. Then only you can go ahead with it. Yes? Or else tomorrow 8 to 9 we can go ahead? Okay. Day after tomorrow? Friday. Sir is not taking? Portion is over? Oh, who, Nikhil sir or SGK sir? Okay, I will talk with him and I will put it on the group. If I get 1 hour, it is more than sufficient. We can finish off. I'll just give you how exactly the block diagram works, so that you can just go and read the things afterwards.